Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this very special video. We are going to be reacting to an article that just dropped from Whatculture. They have put an article out that says AEW All In 10 things that must happen. So these are 10 things that must happen. They really want to see them happen. We're going to take a look at them and see if we agree and obviously throw a few alternative thoughts around, I would imagine. We've got 10 minutes on the clock because I like to talk a lot. Obviously, we do watch-alongs on the channel, so talking is not a problem for me. So I need to make sure I'm not waffling. So 10 minutes on the clock. Let's get going. Let's get to our first point. And it is that the Ring of Honor tag title match should be kept short. Now, I've got mixed feelings on this because MJF could be using this as a way of tiring out Adam Cole. It is very weird that we are getting 2 MJF matches at AEW All In and 2 Adam Cole matches. Obviously, they face Aussie Open on the kickoff show, 0 Hour, I believe it's called, and then they face each other in the main event for the AEW Championship. Now, MJF was a heel, right? At his heart, I think he's still a heel, and I think there is a chance that he is going to get Adam Cole to do all the work. He's going to tire him out. He's going to wear him down. And so if that is his plan, then this doesn't need to be short because MJF can use it as a way of wearing down Adam Cole. So, yeah, I don't think this should be, like, super long, but I think there should be a story to this. I think the point I'm making is more than this match being short, it needs to be a very strong, compelling story that's going to set up the main event. Next up, the AEW tag title match opens. I disagree with this. I think for me, this could be the most intriguing match on the cards, and I don't know that I want to see it happen first because I genuinely think this could steal the show. Now, I would have a match like House of Black against the Acclaimed Open. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to set the right tone. People love the Acclaimed. People love Billy Gunn as well. He said that he's going to be there. So I think that should open. And then that saves this potential 5-star classic, which is going to ebb and flow. It's going to be slow at certain points as the drama builds. I don't know that the right place for this match is opening the show. Next up, Will Ospreay beats Chris Jericho. There's really not loads to say about this. It absolutely has to happen. Like, Chris Jericho, at this stage in his career, he's had many big nights and fights on big stages like this. Big victories as well at WrestleManias in particular. But, yeah, you know, Will Ospreay, I mean, he's done like Wrestle Kingdoms and Tokyo Domes, but he's been nowhere near a show of this magnitude. I mean, 80-odd thousand people. Like, and also, don't forget, we're very interested to see what reaction Ospreay's going to get because he is English, he is British. So I know that he's kind of being positioned as the heel here, but I don't know that he's going to get boos. I don't know that he's going to be booed out of the building. People love Jericho and they love singing Judas, but there's got to be a very healthy respect for Will Ospreay, who in many people's minds is the best wrestler in the world right now. So I don't know. I'm super intrigued by this. I completely agree. Ospreay should win. Dare I say has to win, but because Jericho doesn't need it. But more than that, I'm intrigued to see the reaction that Will Ospreay gets. I hope Wembley's roof comes off when he comes out because honestly, to have legitimately one of the world's best wrestlers come from the UK is incredible. I mean, it's incredible. So he deserves a hero's welcome, to be honest. Next up, we've got the Golden Elite Stance Hall. I don't really mind this one, to be honest. I don't mind which way they go. Golden Elites, fine. I mean, we haven't seen much of Kota Ibushi. Obviously, I can't imagine AEW without Kenny or Hangman. So, like, they definitely deserve their flowers. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm loving what Bullet Club Gold have been doing. I think that Juice Robinson is fantastic. I think Switchblade is fantastic. They seem to be really getting behind Takeshita as well. I don't know that I agree here. I really don't mind which way this goes. I can't say that the Golden Elite have to win. So, yeah, not bothered. Either way. Stadium Stampede equals crowd pleaser. So the point they're making here is that please make sure this match plays out in front of the crowds, right? Please don't have this like go backstage and then everyone in the stadium has to watch on TV. So to see them fighting in the locker rooms and whatever. That's an easy one to agree with. I do think that they could do a little something where someone goes backstage and something happens backstage. I just think that's what would happen. I think if you've got the whole stadium to fight in, like, you can have some action in the stadium, plenty of it, but the odd person can still go backstage. Like, I know you've got to think about those in attendance, but you have to think about those watching at home as well. So I do agree. We definitely don't want the majority of the action to go like away from the fans that are there. But I wouldn't want to see us not explore where I think that's part of the appeal. Like, let's go down to the locker rooms. Let's go to the bar. Let's look at the concourse and the concession stands. You know, what's the merch table look like? These things are really interesting to me. I want to see these things. So I think we can find a good balance. But yeah, definitely don't just like have everyone go to the backstage areas and then the live crowd have to just watch on the screens. That would suck. Next up, we got Sting gets the win. Again, I'm not too bothered here. I mean, I know that it's no longer Swerve and AR Fox. It's actually Swerve and Christian Cage. But even so, with that change, I'm not really bothered which way this goes. I mean, I know what they're saying. How many more shows like this is Sting going to compete on? I think it's a perfectly good point. So for that reason, you could give him the win. But again, you know, don't forget, this article is called 10 Things That Must Happen. I don't know that I can agree that that must happen, but I certainly don't mind if it does happen. Next up, we got Saraya becomes the women's champion. I can back this. I think Saraya is a legend, you know, first NXT women's champion, former world champion in WWE. I think that obviously she's English as well, from Norwich. So I think her coming out, you know, again, I hope she gets a hero's welcome. You could put the belt on her and then take it off of her at AEW All Out, which is only a week away. So, like, I'm not saying she has to carry it for months and months and months. So, yeah, I've got no problem with this one. I think that this would be a really great moment for the live crowd. Next, we got CM Punk survives Samoa Joe's onslaught. Yeah, I mean, look, CM Punk is a massive draw. He is obviously one of the biggest names they've got. He doesn't necessarily need this real world title. And so he could drop it to Samoa Joe. But does he need to drop it to Samoa Joe? I feel like Samoa Joe is just one of many challenges that CM Punk could face whilst he's defending this real world title. So, I don't know. Samoa Joe, to me, hasn't been built up enough to take this title from CM Punk. So, I'm going to say CM Punk keeps it because there's something juicy that it could lead to. MJF retains. I'm going to say yes because there's something juicy that this could lead to. I think you can see where I'm going. It's the same place that Whatculture have gone. So could we end AEW All in London with MJF and CM Punk confronting each other, setting up a match for next week, the week after AEW All Out? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. People are going to tune into Wembley because they want to see how, like, this show, it's had so much hype, so much press. You're going to get people tuning in. You're going to need something real big to get them to tune in again just a week later. CM Punk versus MJF could be the match that does it. The only thing I'm going to disagree with is they're saying that both champs confront each other and then we get Edge's music. Word on the street is Edge's contract doesn't expire until September. So I am not expecting him at all to be at this show. I really don't expect him to be there. I know there was reports that he couldn't come to an agreement with WWE. That could be a bit of back and forth, right? It could be that this first offer's been rejected, but there's going to be a counter offer. So I don't know. There's a bit of smoke around at the moment, but it's hard to know how big that fire is. But as I said, if his contract's not up till September, I don't expect him to be here. But I'm way more excited about the idea of CM Punk and MJF because we could get that. And there we go. Boom. So the clock has counted down. We have run out of time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to bring more of these types of videos to the channel. If you've got some suggestions of articles that you would like to see us digging into and doing more of these types of videos with, then let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget, we will be live on Sunday for the watch along of AEW All In London. Make sure you are there. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss out. And you can share your thoughts during our live stream. Make sure you join us this Sunday on the channel for that. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it as always. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.